Star Wars Issue 8 finds Darth Vader arriving to see the Emperor after the incident on Cloud City, telling him the Rebel fleet is broken into smaller units that have been scheduled to meet at predetermined times. Palpatine tells Vader to hunt down every single Rebel and burn them to ash, and it must happen now while they are at their weakest. He knows Thrawn and Tarkin would have been perfect for this, but they are gone, and there are few who could rise to this level of skill, and he doesn't want to delay Vader in his search for Skywalker, but perhaps he is the one who should hunt down the Rebels. Vader knows he can't, but there is another, as at Kessel, Commander Zahra is told that she has a transmission waiting for her. The board commander sarcastically thinks that it's Palpatine himself to give her a medal, and her officer says that it's Lord Vader, prompting the woman to rush to get her uniform. Meeting the hologram of Vader, the Dark Lord remembers how Tarkin spoke of her very highly, even giving her personal instructions on his methods and strategies. Zahra confirms that he did teach her, but Vader wonders why she was given such a non-essential duty. Zahra says that she failed Tarkin when she was unable to complete a mission for him, and she thinks that this period of her career was to serve as a lesson, and had Tarkin still been alive, she would have been given the opportunity to redeem herself. Vader knows that does sound like Tarkin, knowing that he was taught something similar on a world called Chandar's Folly by the man, finding his lessons to be instructive. Vader says that Zahra will get her chance to redeem herself, placing her in charge of hunting the rebellion down. Zahra says that she won't fail Vader, and he knows, since the Emperor knows her name now, so this will either be her greatest opportunity or the worst moment in her life. In the present on the Tarkin's will, Zahra is asked if it's a wise choice for her, being a commander, to lead the boarding party amidst an ongoing space battle. She knows it's probably not, but this time it's worth the risk. Lieutenant Gore thinks that it's not worth it since they're facing two rebel divisions, but Zahra knows that she must complete her mission. She leaves the officer to do what she would do as her ship speeds towards the rebel medical frigate. Once on board, Zahra and her stormtroopers kill the rebel soldiers, as Leia meanwhile learns from Luke that they are barely hanging on since the 7th Division cruiser is pinned down, so their fighters haven't been able to launch yet. Leia soon learns that they have been boarded, telling Luke to just keep flying as Zahra and her troopers battle their way through the rebel ship, heading towards the engine rooms. Leia meanwhile knows a boarding team wouldn't be sent for no reason, knowing the Empire wants something on the ship. Suddenly the power goes out as a rebel officer says that the primary reactor had its failsafe stop, meaning it's now building to critical. Commander Grek orders a crew down to check on it as Commander Zahra speaks over the ship's intercom, telling them that the ship will explode in a matter of minutes, but that's not why she is there. She's there for Princess Leia. Zahra demands Organa come to the engine room alone, and the moment she does, and the moment she sees the woman, she will reactivate the limiters on the reactor. Grek tells Leia that she can't go since it's an obvious trap, but Leia asks for his blaster, since if it's her life for everyone else's, she'll gladly give it. Luke meanwhile leads Red Squadron towards the Home 1 to clear the way for the hangar bay. Shara, Chewie and Lando also join the squadron, much to Lando's chagrin. The fighters dive onto the oncoming TIE interceptors, blowing them away as Wedge contacts Luke, telling him that he and the rest of the Home 1's fighters will be able to fight with them, hoping to repay the favor by helping Luke. Leia meanwhile descends into the dark engine rooms, sealed into the room as Zahra tells her that there is another exit on the other side of the room, and if she makes it there alive, she can leave. As promised, Zahra resets the reactor and her blaster is in her holster and will stay there. She wants to talk with the princess, knowing much about her and how she's an orphan just like her, since her family was killed in a rebel terrorist attack. Leia fires into the darkness as she is sliced on the arm by a vibroblade, told by Zahra that she wanted to help save other little girls' families, and that's when Tarkin came to her, teaching her much and making her who she is now. But then Leia stole the Death Star plans, but she was captured and taken into the station, which Zahra thinks is why Tarkin went there, so he could interrogate the princess, and it's why he was on board the Death Star when it blew up. Zahra slices Leia's hand again, making her drop her blaster as she says thanks to the princess, Tarkin died thinking that Zahra was a failure. Finally confronting the rebel, Zahra says that while she can't show Tarkin she's not a failure, she can avenge his death, so Leia best prepare herself. Lieutenant Gore contacts Zahra, telling her the rebels have rallied and they cannot defeat both divisions, so they need to escape while they can. Suddenly Luke, new lightsaber in hand, confronts the woman, telling her that she's on the wrong ship. Zahra says that Leia will see both her and her blade again as she confronts Skywalker, threatening to kill him. She throws her sword at him, catching Luke off guard and allowing her to flip over and kick him, telling the boy that she has been ordered to not kill him since Vader has plans for him. Activating her mask, Zahra shoots out one of the windows, escaping back to the Tarkin's will and telling her men to jump to hyperspace. Later on, the rebellion celebrate their victory, with Greg telling the gathered soldiers that this is just the beginning, but while there is work to be done, they can take a moment to celebrate, ordering his men to do so. Luke asks if Leia is okay, but the woman isn't, since she could tell Zahra wanted to hurt her and make her feel all the pain she's felt. She knows that she has enemies, but this felt different and darker, and that was pure hate in the woman's eyes. Zahra meanwhile shows Lieutenant Gore her sword covered with the blood of Princess Leia. Gore knows that she wasn't able to kill the princess, wondering if the risky plan was worth it. Zahra knows that it was worth it, but she doesn't want to kill Leia right away, and there will be more opportunities. But for now, her blade will be the only thing Princess Leia thinks about. Zahra knows that she did more damage to the rebellion than 1,000 Star Destroyers could, since in the darkness she took Leia's hope, and it will affect her choices. She knows Leia isn't a fighter, but a symbol, and she took that away when she attacked her, but this was just the beginning.
Star Wars Issue 8 continued the awesome action-packed Tarkin's Will storyline as our heroes meet Commander Zahra, who continues to get some really awesome character development, quickly making her one of my favourite new characters. I enjoyed seeing more of her backstory and how she got the shot to come back after the rebels and honour Tarkin's memory and regain her honour that she lost, and her plan to go for Princess Leia to not only achieve that, but also hurt Leia's image as a symbol for the rebellion was really awesome, and using this kind of psychological warfare in her favour to cause disruption in the rebellion ranks who see Leia can and will be attacked is quite a cool way to have something different than your usual physical villain and allow for something a little bit more than physical one-on-one fights. I'm looking forward to the arc continuing and the rebellion enacting their plan for the High Republic station they are trying to find, since we've had hints of that actually happening, but we haven't actually seen it yet, and I imagine that's coming up very soon. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.